6 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Federal Cabinet, which met in Islamabad today with the Prime Minister in the chair, discussed the overall political and economic situation. The Foreign Minister says he will present Pakistan's point of view on regional peace at the International Security Conference in Munich, Germany. The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, will arrive in Islamabad on Saturday on a two-day official visit to Pakistan. In occupied Kashmir, 18 Indian soldiers were killed in a bomb blast in Avantipura area of Pulwama district today. The American Secretary of State has called for a new era of cooperation in the Middle East. And now the news in detail. A meeting of the Federal Cabinet was held in Islamabad today with the Prime Minister Imran Khan in the chair. Besides agenda items, it discussed the overall political and economic situation of the country. Prime Minister Imran Khan has asked the nation to thank Allah the Almighty for continuing winter rains that are worth billions to the economy. He said the precipitation will not only replenish our water table and glaciers, but also counter the air pollution. The Prime Minister expressed the hope that Pakistan will have a bumper wheat crop this year. The Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi says he will present Pakistan's point of view on regional peace and security at the International Security Conference in the German city of Munich. Talking to media persons before leaving for Germany, he said he will also hold meetings with his counterparts from Russia, Germany, Uzbekistan and Canada. Shah Mahmood Qureshi said Pakistan's role vis-a-vis the Afghan peace is now being appreciated. The foreign minister said Pakistan-US relations have reached an important point. He said it is his effort to reset the relations with the United States. The Munich Security Conference will be attended by the defense and foreign ministers and security experts from across the world. The Crown Prince of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, arrives in Islamabad on a two-day official visit to Pakistan on Saturday on the invitation of Prime Minister Imran Khan. The Crown Prince will be accompanied by a high-powered delegation including members of the Saudi royal family, key ministers and leading businessmen. This will be the first state-level visit of the dignitary to Pakistan since his elevation to the position of the Crown Prince in April 2017. During his visit, the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud will call on the President. He will also meet the Prime Minister and Chief of the Army Staff. A Senate delegation will also call on the Crown Prince to discuss ways to enhance parliamentary cooperation between the two countries. The Saudi ministers accompanying the Crown Prince will meet their counterparts to discuss bilateral cooperation in their respective fields. The businessmen of the two countries will also meet to discuss opportunities of collaboration in the private sector. Renowned international publication Financial Times says the upcoming visit of the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to Islamabad will further ease the financial crunch faced by Pakistan. In an article, the English Daily says the visit of the Saudi Crown Prince in the backdrop of negotiations with the International Monetary Fund reaching at a stage where Pakistan is very close to having an agreement with the International Fund. The article quotes the Dean of the School of Advanced International Studies at Johns Hopkins, Wali Nasser, as calling it a new chapter for Pakistan. He said the economy is under less pressure today thanks to the decline in the oil prices. The chief economist for Development Bank of Singapore, Taimur Beg, said Pakistan's currency has also dropped by about 30% against the American dollar since late 2017, making the country's exports more competitive. The Minister for National Health Services, Regulations and Coordination, Amir Mahmood Kiani, has emphasized on revitalizing the exports of the pharma sector to boost the national exchequer. Chairing the first meeting of the Steering Committee of Pakistan Pharmaceutical Export Promotion Bureau in Islamabad today, he said every possible facility will be provided to the pharma sector as it has the potential and capability to contribute towards national exchequer. He appreciated the facilitation provided by the Drug Regulatory Authority of Pakistan to pharmaceutical companies for timely provision of regulatory documentation after establishing export facilitation desk. This is Radio Pakistan. The Speaker, National Assembly, Asad Kassar, has said parliamentary and economic cooperation between Pakistan and Azerbaijan can help strengthen bilateral relations. Talking to Azerbaijan's Ambassador Ali Alizada in Islamabad today, he said both the countries share common views on regional and international issues. He lauded Azerbaijan for supporting Pakistan's principled stance on the Kashmir issue. The ambassador agreed with the Speaker to promote parliamentary interaction and enhance economic cooperation between the two countries. He thanked the people and the government of Pakistan for their unfaltering support to Azerbaijan's stance on Nagorno-Karabakh. Sri Lanka's Chief of Defence Staff, Admiral Ravindra Chandraseri Vijay Gunaratne, called on the Chief of the Naval Staff, Admiral Zafar Mahmood Abbasi, in Islamabad today. During the meeting, matters of mutual interest, including defense-related collaboration and maritime security dynamics, were discussed. The naval chief highlighted Pakistan Navy's efforts for ensuring maritime security and peace in the region through regional maritime security patrol and regular bilateral and multilateral engagements with other countries. The Lahore High Court has granted bail to Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz president and the opposition leader in the National Assembly Muhammad Shahbaz Sharif in Ashiana and Ramzan sugar mill cases. The court rejected the bail plea of Fawad Hassan Fawad. A three-member bench of the Supreme Court, headed by the Chief Justice, Mr. Justice Asif Saeed Khosa, has disposed of the Memogate scandal case. During the course of proceedings today, the Chief Justice remarked that an FIR was registered in the light of the recommendations of the Memo Commission. He said it is the responsibility of the state to take action according to the FIR. In occupied Kashmir, at least 18 Indian soldiers were killed and dozens of others injured in a bomb blast on the Srinagar-Jammu highway in Avantipura area of Pulwama district today. According to the Kashmir Media Service, the incident took place when an explosive-laden car hit a Central Reserve Police Force bus. The authorities say the death toll may rise. The traffic was suspended on the highway. Following the blast, the Indian troops cordoned off the entire area and launched search operation. Meanwhile, a complete shutdown was observed in the held territory for the second consecutive day today against the Indian designs to change the demography of the territory by revoking Articles 35A and 370 of the Indian Constitution. American Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has called for a new era of cooperation in the Middle East, addressing a meeting of foreign ministers and other officials from more than 60 countries in Warsaw. He said no country can afford to stay on the sidelines in tackling the regional challenges. The Warsaw meeting was a rare show of Middle East cooperation, bringing together Israel and the Gulf Arab countries, including Saudi Arabia. The fourth edition of the Pakistan Super League starts in the United Arab Emirates this evening with a sparkling opening ceremony. The first match will be played between Islamabad United and the Lahore Qalandars at Dubai. The match will start at 22:45 hours Pakistan Standard Time. And finally, the weather. Mainly cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain, thunderstorm with snowfall over the hills is expected at isolated places in Rawalpindi, Gujranwala divisions, Islamabad, Gilgit-Baltistan, and Kashmir. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.